Why is the oxygen overwhelming my hydrogen? Also, oh, I was going to say, why is there so much polluted oxygen everywhere? But I know exactly why that is. I don't even have to ask that question. I know the answer to it. What's the pressure like down here? Terrible. Right. Come here. One thing we can do to help this problem is to move more oxygen to a place that is not, well, here, basically. So let's do some of that. You snip that. So, vent. Vent. Well, I mean, probably not there, to be honest. Let's put you there, vent. Cancel the building, the vent. What is this? Sandstone? Oh my god. I'll worry about it later. Are these sandstone? Have I built all of these out of sandstone? I'm gonna be outraged. Oh my god, I have. It's literally the worst thing that could have possibly happened. I mean, it isn't, but, you know. I'm in general unhappy about it. What's the temperature like in here? Cool? Excellent. Considering it's all oxygen in here, I wonder if I could just... I'm gonna do something that's largely ridiculous, but just bear with me. Oh, well, you can just laugh at me if you like. I mean, either is fine, to be honest. And entirely valid. Come and dig in that. We'd also like to come across here and potentially harvest this and that one if we could get to it. There's not a super easy way to do that, but we could do like this. What are you built on? Brine ice, so you might actually just melt, but eh. Right, it is time that we did this. Because there's plenty of room up here for hydrogen. So let's chuck it up there. We've got no research selected. Why don't you start doing the beginning of these? Steam turbines. Everybody likes steam turbines. And by everybody I mean me, who is clearly the most important person here. You're overcrowded and glum. Oh, we've got an engineer though. You don't have to be overcrowded and glum because I have an engineer finally. Which means we can build all of this. I'm actually going to build you an even more important. Partly because it only matters if we have an engineer to do it. So I can build this at more important. We need to power this somehow, which I haven't necessarily considered how we're going to do. Where's the critter sensor? There it is. Not gate. Automation wire. Excellent. Somebody's got slime lung, to the surprise of largely no one. Can we prioritize... can we stick these on like a 7 as well? Because it doesn't really work unless you build all this stuff. Right, how are we getting on? So this is moving, and this is moving, and that is stable. Excellent. Right, that is stable. So... No, I'm actually on it. That's why I can't find it. It's like, why can't I find the igneous rock? It's because I've actually already got it selected. Hello. You need to be even more important. Did we disconnect? Who did we why did we disconnect? What? Right. Have I missed something? No, I appear to have missed loads of things. What have I missed? Look, there's loads of stuff here. There's loads of stuff I should read. I love steam turbines. 99% of my base's energy comes from them. I never find they provide enough energy for me for that. One day I'll have a steam turbine that is set up correctly. We haven't found a Nisbet. Oh, Judy would like a name? I missed that as well. I don't know when all of this went down, but apparently it went down. Hopefully you can hear me now. It would be handy if someone would inquire as to whether they can hear me now. Not inquire, the other thing. Why are we starving again? Mention whether they can hear me now. Right. Why aren't you passing through there? No, it's this. I know it's that. It shouldn't do that, but I know it is that. You didn't notice any stream interruption? Maybe it was just my, maybe it was just Streamlabs bucking out on me then. Oh yeah, you see, that's what we wanted to happen. You weren't supposed to be backing up there at all. You should, in fact, never back up there again. That doesn't mean I need to find a... I need to find a new way to bridge onto this. Let me look at some other bridges and work out what the problem is. There isn't any reason why I shouldn't be able to bridge onto that. I wonder if I rebuild it, whether I will then just be able to bridge into it. Oh, somebody's starving. I need to pay attention to that. Right, you lot, get off these. This should now be self-sustaining. Deconstruct buildings, thanks. Get off. Right, Julie, you wanted a dupe. We're not currently starving, so sure. Do you have any preferences? We have a Mimar, a Hassan, a Marie, Travaldo, Ren, Devon, Camille, Pei, Ellie, Steve, Amari, and Lyra. Pei? Excellent. The problem is that from the bridge output there's 2 targets to go to, so it will block. No, because it's full. Alright, so we need to make it so there's only 1 target to go to, which is pretty straightforward. To be fair, we just build another bridge. There? That should be fine. Thank you. That was an excellent way of explaining it so that I understood what the hell was going on. Is what I'd say to that. Let me... Let me sever this for a second. Pei. Pei does have a super cool hair. In fact, there is Pei. Pei, you are sopping wet, have a major eye irritation, are hungry, are holding your breath, or have chilly surroundings. But now your name is Julie Pixels, which I'm sure will make you feel better. Why have hydrogen venting to the area? They're all holding their breath. I mean, the hydrogen isn't meant to be venting to the area. Kiweed. It's supposed to be venting up here, but we're having some problems with them actually doing this thing. Partly because of my endless problem with bridges. I've achieved something. Who knows what it would be? Oxygen not included. Amazing. We have got some starvation again, though. Can we dig these out? That's why I'm trying to get them to move this stuff out the way. And mop and such like up here. Yeah, you can't really go off just yet. Soon. Soon, Tien. So close the vent? I could do, but I'm not gonna. Instead, I've just fixed the problem by making this work properly. Because what I do want is an overflow in case something drastic happens that we need to care about. I mean, my preference is that we don't need to care about it. Right, I need to care about starvation. Amari, how starving are you? Actually not that starving. Okay, you've built this. You don't have any power. I would like you to take critter eggs. Thanks. Cancel. Lovely. Why mop? It's a waste of time. We have to mop because otherwise it's gonna turn into ice. We need to dig this stuff out, to be honest. So it stops falling on here. Or at least build them a roof. Let's build them a roof. This is what we're gonna do. We need it to stop falling on here. So we will build them a little roof. Which we will access through here. And then we can clear it up. And that should help us out. Right, how is the starvation doing? It's still Amari, which I don't love. Am I gonna have to murder some of you? I mean, ideally not. You have some eggs there. What's that one? That must be a stone hatchling. Come here, you. You can take stone hatchlings as well. Let's find a Draco to murder. Have we got a nearby Draco to murder? Not as near as I'd like, frankly. There's some fish in here we could murder. They're not super easy to get to either, mind. We're going to let a little bit of water out. But we're just going to suck it up, essentially. Just in case there's some food over here. Let's be sure to sweep the liquefiables off here, thanks. And I'd also like you to sweep the liquids off. Did we ever work out moving the water, or did I forget to sort that out? No, we have done it. Right, nobody is currently starving. We've created a way to stop the ice falling on us. Oh, god damn it. Build this. And deconstruct that. Oh, I see you've got water everywhere. I mean, to be fair, we found barbecue and muckroot. So, I'll take it. I'll take a bit of flooding for barbecue and muckroot. Combat. Mop. Mop. Sweep for critter eggs, liquids and liquid fireballs. Just on these ones. Cheers. Oh yes, that's why. So, I'm gonna try deconstructing these. I might keep one, just in case. I'm not convinced that this is gonna provide us with enough, power. I see the building being entombed. Oh, of course you've got down there again. Mop! Oh, actually, do you know what we should do? Right, the other thing we're going to do is... No. That one does need to be a 9. But then I'm going to actually reset. Because my priorities are getting out of control. Frankly. Implemented food. What do we got? Ah, we got meat. It'll be fine. Hassan, are you sleeping again? Yeah, you are. Ren. Yeah, you still don't have a skill point. I could do with you having a skill point. How about you, Ellie? No, you're actually useful for something. Oh well. Ellie, Carrie, Devon, super duper hard digging. Marie, how badly are you starving? Not very badly. That's alright. It is alright. Right, at least we've stopped more water coming. So now if we can get them to mop, it will actually achieve something. The same will one day be true up here. Though we haven't quite got there yet. What's up here? Requires emptying. Right, that's sort of important because that controls your oxygen. Yes. Okay. So this should be sending a green signal if the critter count in here is below 2. Below 2. Can we allow 2? No, I think we'll only allow 1. I mean, we should probably allow 2, because, well, frankly, we need a boatload of fish. Food. Oh, I might turn you off for a minute. No, not turn you off sweep only. Turn you off polluted water for a minute. Because I want them to take it somewhere else. Alright. slowly but surely, we're getting some of the stuff under control. People are still starving. Is it still you, Marie? Is Hassan still sleeping? No, Hassan is cooking, so you're shortly going to be fine, Marie. Fine. I mean, fine is a bit of a strong term there. You're shortly going to be vaguely alive. 1, 2, 3, 5. There you go. We can have 7 beds there. And some of these new people can have them. Right, we haven't had enough tables since, you know. So we've got 16 tables. And we have 19 dupes. Can I do something with this? I could do something with this. Let's try and pump this out into here. And then we can have a bigger room. Frankly. We might need to do some stuff with up here, but we'll figure that out as we go along. No, we can't get in here. Huh. Interesting. What if I built a door like there? Would they be able to come down through that door? Well, we'll find out. We will find out. Okay, we're going to build a pump in there. We're going to build some pipes out of granite. They're going to come through here. And thank you so much for the follow. Flipperdos. Flipperdoos. That's very kind. Hope you're having an excellent day. And that your dupes are not starving. Alright then, Annabelle. Come in here. Yes, you can do that. Super. Right. Given that you can do that, I feel that now I'm going to flood the place again. Sorry. But, you know. This is the way stuff goes. Yours are fine. I'm glad to hear it. If only I could say the same about mine. I could break this for just a second. I mean, it wouldn't be just a second though, would it? Right. Build a tile there. Oh, and actually one here as well. Gob Blobble, don't get stuck over that side. Traldo has a skill point. Excellent. Travaldo, what are you supposed to be doing? I was going to make you a... I think I'll move you into medicine. Because now I had to take someone who can only actually be an artist. So let's give you a medicine hat instead. I mean, you're not going to do any medicine. Right, can we get these done? Don't worry about the pipes. Let's get these done. What was the point of that thing I just did? No, I know what it was. I mean, that doesn't work. You know when I have a stupid plan? That was a stupid plan. Not massively unusually, as we know, but you know. It was one of them. One of those times where my plans were largely idiotic. Surprise! We need space travel. Is this not partly a game about space travel? Or have I misunderstood? Have I been playing it wrong this whole time? No. That would be bad. Just use the interplanetary launcher with a code specific to another player. That would be kind of cool if you could have collaborative clusters. I have to say, I think that would be pretty interesting. Do we know what brine ice is yet? No, we still don't know what brine ice is. What do you mean you haven't got anywhere to put it? Oh, that's why you haven't got anywhere to put it. That's also fine. This is now functional. You're tame. What about you, Fry? Are you tame? You are tame. So we can actually switch this over to, like, probably mealwood seeds. We're gonna have loads of mealwood seeds, aren't we? And we can switch this over to be, instead of algae storage, seed storage. All seeds come here. Let's put that up to a 6. Lyra, you're starving. We've got some food coming. Right now I meant for my dupe to go visit Flip and get some food for my secret stash in the dining. I mean, nothing. I'm starving like the rest of the dupes in this colony. No secret food here. I mean, it's a shame. I could do with one of you having secret food I could confiscate. There you go, Camille. Right, we've nearly stopped the freezing problem up here. This is actually doing the thing that I wanted it to do. Which is, this is providing power for this stuff. We have our burn off. This is filling up a reservoir. We're oxygenating, well, currently kind of the world, but look at this. Stuff is happening. So now we need to return to the problem of food and tables, right? This is going to fix the problem of tables in due course. Possibly. Potentially. Maybe. Where did we get iron from? What did I dig into that had iron? Oh, here. I know where it was. It was here. What am I thinking about, chat? Food. Food is what I'm thinking about. What is the suitable food to use? Oh, the other thing we want to do is, let's, begin getting some of this stuff set up so that we can keep more, critters and, use less labor on them. Frankly. More critters, less labor. Seems good. Okay. I don't have in any way enough power for this, but it's a whole other problem. And one that I might worry about in the future. Maybe. Or I might not bother. I might just assume it'll be fine. Even though I know it won't be. Nah, I don't think you really need that anymore. I think this is working. Which does mean that we could deconstruct this bit of the power wire, I think. And reclaim that copper. That's so going in there, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Got a skill? For a moment I thought we'd got luck and it was actually Ren. Have a new crop tending hat. What? Why isn't there water? It is. That's why. I thought I told you to stop putting it in there. What's up with your body temperature? Oh, it's too cold. That's what I've got to say to that. What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? It makes perfect sense. Stuff and nonsense. What's it? Are we doing this? Ever? Maybe. You got distracted and you all decided to do something else. Great. Well, your fellow duplicants will just have to sit on the floor forevermore, which doesn't seem very kind. How many duplicants have we got who don't have a schedule? That's a point of interest. 2. Amari and Lyra. That's not as bad as it could be. Amari. Lyra, there are some schedules for you. We're still not at 24, so we're still creating some new schedules as we go along. 24 duplicants, that is. There we go. Can we maybe get on with this? Alright. Operator? Cook? I'm tempted to take Gossman just to make them a cook. I could really do with another cook. Gossman, you're in. I need a cook. Hello, Gossman. 20 duplicants. No place like clone. Gossman. Skills, Gossman? Cooking. Let's give you a cooking hat. Priorities, Gossman, your priorities are cooking. Lyra has a building hat, so God knows what her priorities are. Amari has a decorating hat, so we're going to ban them from doing decorating. And don't do any of those, do the other stuff. I think I might put you down on operating as well. Frankly. Let's put a sand down on operating too. Oh, sorry, I've got a very itchy ear. It was so nice being in Australia and not having itchy ears for like 3 weeks because I didn't wear headphones all the time. But unfortunately, the time has passed. I don't know what we're going to do with you, Lyra. So you just have to stay there for now. Right. Skills? Schedule. Gossman. Add a new one. Yeah. I was so confused about the link between the itchy ears and the UK. Yeah, the link is the lack of headphones. Excellent. Right. Stuff is coming along. We are in the fairly immediately term, not gonna suffocate. I thought it was to do with the air quality. No, the sneezing is to do with the air quality. That was also returned as soon as I got back. Equally aggravatingly. But that is less the UK's fault and more just strictly London's fault. It's the fault of London. Alright, you come here. We don't have any copper? Right, we'll make some more. Right, let's collect some eggs for a second. While we fix this. How are you doing? Oh, there's a bunch of liquids in it. That's fine. You can pick all those up, dupes. I don't mind. Oh look. Got our first... How are you overcrowded and glum? There's only one of you. And this room actually goes all the way to the outside. Oh, it doesn't matter that you're overcrowded. It only matters that you're cramped. There still is only one of you. Oh, it's because you don't have enough water. Alright, no, well that's fine. I don't care that you don't have enough water. Sorry. What do you mean filters not designated? Can we feed them? We're supposed to be feeding the mealwood seeds. There we go. Excellent work. Feed the fish. And then the fish can feed us. I have a new hat, Harold. It's the circle of life, absolutely. Do we know about bridges? We do. Right, lovely. We can bridge onto there then. Cancel. Those. We need a conveyor chute. Super. We also need to make some more copper. No, not forever. Forever is definitely more copper than we genuinely need. Let's start with 10, eh? Let's not go nuts here. I drove past a place called Langdon the other day. All I could think about was how annoying it must be for people there when they're asked where they live and they say Langdon. And they assume you're just saying London with a funny accent. Langdon. It's almost saying it with a Cardiff accent. Not quite. But, not entirely dissimilar. I think we fixed that problem, have we? Yes. Good. Excellent. We fixed the toilet problem. Which is handy. What else do we want to learn about? We'll probably want to learn about glass forges, because then we can do Cardiff. In it. I used to be able to do quite a good Cardiff accent, because I used to live there. But time and distance has made it much less impressive than it once was. loads of time left. Alright. We still need to fix the food problem. Although building this is going to help us fix the food problem, it's not going to fix the food problem. We are strictly just not producing enough food. The fish are going to take forever to cycle up. Frankly. So they're not going to help massively. Let's disable these. Or in fact, we'll deconstruct that one. We'll also deconstruct this, because that'll give us a couple of places where we can put tables. And we will replace this with the phone, which I will not turn on, because I do not want my duplicates speaking on it. Do we have a hanging pot? I bet we have a hanging pot, don't we? Bet we know about hanging pots. Yes, we do. Right, hang a pot up there. There you go. Right then. Table. Party line. Table. Who's starving now? Metroid? No, we can't have Metroid starving. How have you got slime lung? Oh, you must have been down here for something. Yeah, this one's still got plenty of slime lung. This one's doing pretty well though. No speaking on the phone. Jesus. Have you not been here for my endless rants about how much I hate the duplicants constantly talking on the bloody phone? Because that is certainly a thing that happens reasonably regularly. It also aggravates me that they prefer the phone over pretty much every other form of recreation. You sound like a mother talking to a teenager. I think that's just the Britishness. Or possibly, no, actually I don't sound like my mother, so there's that is not one of the things that I have to worry about. I don't sound like my mother. I think we can now dig that one out. Yes. Excellent. Especially since otherwise Ren was going to drown. So it's a good job we did that. We can deconstruct this one. I mean, partly I just don't want to power it, you know? Priorities. Where are you, Metroid? Don't worry about the operating. I actually just want you to worry about the building right now. Because there's a lot of stuff here that only you can build. And I need you to build it. What is this so full? Oh, I told them they couldn't eat the muck root. Huh. Most people don't realise when they actually just become like their parents. I mean, that is certainly a problem. But it is, to be honest, something that I am on constant guard of. For various reasons. So yes. I would in fact be aware if I was behaving like my mother. Indeed, Parna would also probably slap me upside the head. Well, they don't want to realise it. I mean, that is also fair. Some unreachable food. Right, we need to start thinking about what is a long-term food solution in this colony. I mean, the fish will get us there, but they're never going to get us there in time. They can't possibly keep up with how quickly we have to bring the duplicants in. Well, maybe they could. We could set up a second fish farm. I mean, I'm sure we could afford to feed a second fish. Is that a good idea? We could set one up here. What do I think, chat? Do I think that's a good idea? It'll definitely make us have fish quicker, which can only be a good thing, I would say. So let's consider that as a thing we might do. I would like to snapshot this design, ideally. Let's put it to none, and let's put it then only... You can do the conveying. And the automation buildings. And I suppose dig orders. Hang on. Oh, nuts. Oh, really? That's upsetting. Conveyors, buildings, automation. I mean, any of those is fine. Right. You're going to get a couple of things I don't want, but I'll deal with that in a second. Where would we ideally want to build you? Like here? I can move that. Okay, give me a minute, we'll start work on this. Are you building this stuff now? Excellent. Eggs. Yes, look at this. Move the eggs. Eggs. I mean, that doesn't actually work because they haven't built this bit, but maybe one day. 600 calories seem fine. I mean, what do you mean? We've got 12,000 calories now. I mean, it's actually 1,200, but you know, it's calories. I could let them eat the muckroot if we desperately need it. Okay, so that's also not a permanent solution. Well, it is a permanent solution, it's just not a quick solution. Sorry, I had a different problem there. It is permanent, just not quick. We need to join that in. We also need to make a table here. And then I think that showers might become order of the day, so that we can encourage people to come into here. Because I think once we get rid of this and we move this stuff around, it's going to be increasingly difficult to force people through the nature reserve on the way here. So that might be a thing. Excellent, Metroid. That's what we like to see. Has anyone got a skill point? Annabelle, you have a skill point. Well, I guess you can have some building. Oh, clicked out of the game. That's not very helpful. Alright, I understand how you're flooded, so I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, there is a boatload of ice in here, so this is going to keep happening for a little bit. But that's alright, because we're going to get more and more duplicants to breathe the oxygen. Why are there germs on the, Oh, it's slime lung. Oh, that's fine then. I was briefly worried about why there were germs on the cooker, but it's slime lung. Nobody cares. It's funny that it's not even counting the muck root. Because just because it's unpermitted doesn't mean they shouldn't count it. Also, they can eat the muck root. Why doesn't it recognize the muck root, chat? What is going on there? I've got it so that they actually can eat the muck root, which I thought I might have turned off and that was why they weren't eating it, but no. I've left eating the muck root on. There's 37.9 kilos of muck root in here. But it's not counting it as calories. I'm pretty confused by this news. If I take them out, suddenly they're calories. If we put them back in the fridge, will they stop being calories? Is it reachable? Yeah, it's completely reachable. Look, their ladder's right next to it. Bug. Some sort of bug. I don't know why. That's definitely got to be some sort of weird bug. Copy. Okay. Stuff and indeed things are coming along slowly. There's no real reason why we can't have this come all the way up here, since they keep coming up here to do things. What are you coming up here to do, as a point of interest? Oh, stuff like that. Oh, that's fine. I don't quite understand why it needs all of you, but you go. Eat the bug. I mean, if there were bugs we could eat, the duplicants would definitely be eating them. Alright then. I'm gonna save the game, because I'm gonna take a very swift break. But if somebody dies, we're just gonna roll back. I'm gonna leave it running so you've got something to look at while I'm away. I'll only be a minute. why would we add cricket powder to your diet? Also, is it just powdered crickets? You want to farm the bugs. Then you could powder your own crickets. I have cricket protein bars? Is this a thing that is happening? My protein bars have chocolate and orange in them. Seems much nicer. It's a good protein source, I see. Right, so how many tables have I got now? 18. I mean, we have 20 duplicants, so some people are eating without a table. We're lucky that it's not considered the war crime in whatever this game is called, as it is in Brimworld. Duplicant skills. Arisia. Let's have some improved carry for you. So we could now consider better for global warming and stuff, I guess. Yes. I mean, if we're thinking than cows, I would say almost certainly. Also not terribly difficult to be better for global warming than cows. So we could theoretically have Atmos suits at this stage. Which we might want, because one of the things that we might want to do here is go to space. In fact, there's a whole bunch of ways in which we might like to go to space. Both just so we can put up solar panels and things like that. But we might also want to go to space so that we could actually just send people to another planet. Can I move this? To there. Also, you probably don't need to be here anymore. We'll put some more exits for you somewhere else. Is jumping out of the airlock one of them? I mean, it is a possibility. But, I mean, dupes don't usually need to do something quite so obvious to be suicidal. They usually manage that, you know, without the need for such drastic recourse. Hello there, Cyberdyne. Yeah, it's lovely to see you. I hope that you are doing well today. That things and stuff are good for you. Right. I see they've eaten all the muckroot already. Damn you all. Duplicants. You're expecting to eat. Outrageous behaviour. Yes. Why jump out of an airlock when you can just take a nap in a CO2 pit instead? I mean, it does seem to be the duplicant way, for sure. What was I doing? Oh, I was thinking about fish. That was the thing I was doing. You can't actually get in there in any way. Do. Right, let's build a temporary wall on this side that looks like this. And then we should be able to build the wall in there. Your rust melter works? That's very exciting, Charmage. Can I mop any of this? I mean, I don't care. Well, I do care a bit. Oh, you know what we could do? Right. got some slime here. Do you have somewhere good where we could just break into this? Maybe we just break in and put a bunch of deodorizers here. How are we going to power the deodorizers? How are we going to power deodorizers? We don't have a lot of spare power. You volunteer to run on a treadmill? I mean, that is a possible way we could power the deodorizers, absolutely. It feels like potentially just sort of breaking in. Because then we could let this liquid run down in here. Not that this is a very secure thing. But we could move it afterwards, essentially. And then we could just put some deodorizers up here. You need to burn off the extra calories you got from flip DOS. I think getting smashed by a poker shell is my my personal fave of duplicant suicide methods. That could well be it. Right. So, we need to build some deodorizers. We are gonna build a couple along the way. There. Like here. But we're also gonna build some further out. Like there, and a couple up here. And we'll put a wheel up. And a battery? Am I going to use a battery? Yeah, we probably need to use a battery. Oh look, there's another duplicant. That'll be great. I don't know about you, chat, but I am thrilled to receive another duplicant at this point. Let's put the manual generator as close as we can. We'll stick just a regular battery on it, whatever. I mean, it's only deodorizers. You're a big fan of head stuck in ceiling. I mean, at least that one's really funny. I am also quite a big fan of when they stick their heads in the ceiling. Especially, like, in the early days of the game, like, it used to happen a bit randomly. I mean, it wasn't strictly random, but it would seem to happen without much, much provocation. But now that they sort of fixed that, the problem you have is that you can always see when they're about to do it, and you're watching them being like, you're about to stick your head in that, aren't you? Aren't you? And then they stick their head in it every time. You're going to be an operator, probably. Yeah, I think a digging operator. Noodle arms isn't great, but let's have a turner. This one's anemic, which is just bloody terrible, essentially. And this one only has suit wearing. Turner, in you come. We're going to make you an operator. Let's sort you out. Duplicant number 21. Operating, building and digging. We'll put you... Oh, nuts. Oh, there you go. Well, we'll put you on a schedule. Add new schedule. Because we haven't yet filled up all the possible schedules. But soon. Soon. TM. What was I doing? Down. Skills. Sorted. Oh, Turner. Not sorted. You need a tinkering hat, so I remember what the point of view is. Yeah, you can just see it. You're just watching them and you're like, I know you're going to stick your head in that. And there's not really a lot you can do about it. Because they're just going to stick their head in it and you have to live with it. Oh, you see, I told you that was going to go in there. Every bloody time. I mean, this one isn't that important. I don't care so much whether you keep this going. How are we getting on? It looks like we're getting on alright. There you go, look, Turner's already come to run on the wheel. Excellent work, Turner. Let's build a couple of tiles in there so we can force this water up and out. I suppose we'll connect this power line as well. Why not? And hopefully that will prevent too much slime lung escaping. Obviously that's too much. Some may escape. Let's deconstruct these. Alright. Just put in some extra vents. We should have one above the kitchen. Kitchen's always a pain. That will enable us to connect this. Everybody's got hypothermia again, because of course they do. What am I looking for? Sedimentary rock. This isn't a... oh, this is a proper floor, is it? Oh, that's interesting. Excellent. Sure, I guess. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick some of this out. Not that bit. Okay. So that was to fix power problems, wasn't it? But I still need to fix... I mean, life problems? No, I still need to fix food problems. That is the problems I still need to fix. We can put these in. Because we definitely still don't have enough food. I mean, this is running smoother, and these sweetles should actually start getting up to speed at some point. Or we can just capture some more, to be fair. We might well also just be able to go and capture some more. Ceiling collapse. Rizia, you trying to drown again? I think you failed to drown yourself successfully there. So we can be pleased about that. Makes a nice change. Excellent. Maybe not, actually. So, cancel that one. Let's do that. Devon, are you trapped? No, you're not. You'll be fine. Successful failure, indeed. Let's move this somewhere. I don't know where. We'll just move it across the way. There you go. Oh yeah, you still can't do that. Deconstruct that. You alright there, Lyra? We do have a large amount of slime lung. What are people doing to get all this slime lung? What are you even coming in here for? as a point of interest. I don't know what they're coming in here for. Ah, that's annoying. Look at this. All in my, whatever they call this biome. Is it barren? Do they call this a barren biome? We still haven't found any other vents, have we? Apart from this. No, we haven't. Alright, you go that way. Didn't I tell you not to do that? Apparently not. You can go in there. This has got something in it, so let's immediately dig it out. Oh, and now we've done that, we can actually dig these out as well. Not over there, thanks. That's not going to go well. Don't dig that bit out. Flooding, insufficient oxygen generation. Is there anything wrong with the oxygen generation, or is it just that we've got too many dupes? I mean, we have got too many dupes, but we knew that already. That is not news we should be surprised by. That's why we need to get in there and do this one too. Does take every dupe include freeing the hermit in a timely fashion? I think theoretically it should, Emily, but I think it's just not entirely possible to free the hermit in a timely fashion. Did you redeem that, me? Well done for saving up for that one. I will do that shortly. Give me 1 second. Because of the food requirements. Hello. So we've discovered the hermit. So obviously knocking on the door is no problem. And we could do the decor and everything like that. But I just don't think that doing the food requirements is like something that you could sensibly do whilst attempting to not have your people starve to death, you know. Considering that you need like gas ranges and to be doing all of that stuff, which seems like a lot. The goal could be that he must be one of the 100. I mean, how long does it give you? It would give you like, what is it? It's like 290 cycles or something to free him. I guess you could just about do it, maybe? Though I still think that like it would be pretty tricky to do. I'm not even entirely certain that this is possible. So I think I'll worry about the hermit at a later date. If I can convince myself that this is in fact possible. But it certainly could be. Hello, mini marshmallow cat. Welcome in. Right, watch the dupes for me for a second while I go and choose a stuffed animal. Let's have another save. Just in case they do something ridiculous. Because, you know, that is always a possibility. Right. So, in response to me's request, you can meet Big. This is Big. So, I think I've talked about it before, but partner collects stuffed monkeys. And Big here was found in a charity shop in Paris, where when partner was living there long ago. Filthy, matted, and so partner always says that they rescued him and cleaned him up and fixed him, and now he lives here with all the other monkeys. But yes, this one's Big. He was for a very long time big, partly because he was pretty much the biggest monkey. When partner and I were quite new, they saw in a shop an enormous monkey. It is in fact a gorilla, which I bought for them as a gift. And now he is the biggest monkey, but he is not big. But this is Big. Oh, do you, Kiwi? That's really cool. I like those things with clothing that means something. Some friends of mine got like a blanket made of a similar idea. You like people with weird hobbies? I collect monkeys. I mean, who can say? The number of monkeys is fairly bonkers. Oh, you can't see them now, but I think I've shown you before at least one of the ones that hangs on the cupboard doors in here. There's a whole box full of monkeys. The shelves in the hall are covered in monkeys. There's also a lot of monkey ornaments about the place as well. But yes. Oh, he used to be a costume designer full time. That's amazing. Turn the cam and show it. Hang on. There you go, Big. Sit there for a second. So on the cupboard door, you can see two monkeys. The pink one I think I've shown on stream, Benji. And I don't actually know what the one with the long arms, his name is. Also, his arms don't look as long anymore because now we're having to use them to tie him to the cupboard door. He used to have a string between those arms so that he just sort of hung there. But now we use his arms so they don't look as long. But yes, welcome in, Miss Nation. Thank you very much for the raid. It is good to see you. You have come just in time for the redemption of me's request to see a stuffed animal. This is Big. Partner's rescued stuffed monkey from Paris. You won't judge, Emily? I'm pretty sure you've seen the cupboards before. To be honest. I don't think crocheting is weird to me. I think crocheting is entirely reasonable. I'm just terrible at such things. But yes, this is Big. Thank you very much for your redemption. Big needs a chair next to me and some headphones. Big has to live in the box with the other monkeys so that he can look after them. I believe that is the way it works. I'm not in charge of the monkeys. Give me 1 second. Hello, Happy Nora. Welcome in. I doubt I was that defensive about my room. It may have been a mess. That might have been why I didn't show it to you. In the past, we've definitely looked at the cupboards in the past. I'll show you the cupboards again, and I'll show you why we've looked at the cupboards in the past. There you go. So you see how the cupboards are covered in post-its? Those post-its are from a time when I was naming all of the duplicates in Oxygen Not Included, after things that are important to partner and I was working out which ones would be which. So that's what all those post-its are over there. And I sort of I put them on the cupboard doors just so I could sort of think about it. And a partner has refused to ever take them off. They are strictly partners' cupboards, rather than mine. Mostly randomly. We have 2 bedrooms, and when we moved in, we just sort of randomly picked which ones would have whose clothes in. I don't think there was a good reason for that. But that is something that happened. Right, let's take you back to Arnie. You'll still be able to see me anyway. Oh, excellent. I am glad that you are starting to believe people when they tell you you're good at crochet. That seems like a good thing to be doing. I hear the door going. No, we're alright. We're alright. Alright, we'll do a little bit of mopping. The main reason we're doing this is not strictly to break into here. It is rather so that we can break up here. That is the thing we're interested in here. Space! Let's have a quick look at the research. We've probably done that, yes. We need to build a material studies terminal and think about how we are going to run it. What of this do we want to start researching? We've done solar panels. I guess we'll do this so we could put solar panels on a rocket, should we need to. What was I thinking about? It's so hard to ever know what it was I was thinking about. Oh yes, I know what I was thinking about. I was thinking about where the hell is the uranium? It's here. Can I get to it? Oh, we could go in this way. We could go in this way. Excellent. Let's go and get the uranium. Yep, that'll be fine. Let's go get the uranium. Then we can make a material studies terminal, and we'll power it with Dupe power. Because after all, if there's a thing we're not short of, it's dupes. Mima, what are you going to learn next? You might as well learn rocket pilotry. You like it anyway, so it's free. Takes you towards suits, which I suppose I might build at some stage. Hassan. I mean, we could give you the farming, but you're never doing it. I'd like to give you improved carry too, to be honest. I think I will. Alright then. Oh, let me do a shout out for Mizzle's Nation, which I have forgotten because I was chatting. I don't think this all needs to be in caps. Thanks. Computer. Ah yes, you were playing some Oxygen Not Included today. How is your new colony going? Do you have any specific goals? Or is it just whatever happens? We need to bear this in mind as we go up here, because we aren't going to want it to come down the ladders overly. So we'll see about that. Also, we need to produce more oxygen, apparently. We are not producing enough. We can just turn these back on, if we need to. We've got one of them on, and we can just turn more of them on if necessary. So that'll work out. This is clearing so I can make more tables. Currently only 2 people have slime lung, which is fairly par for the course, I would say. Cold survival. I've yet to make it into space in my 1000 hours. I like starting new colonies. Today's goal was to get stable power generation in Rhyme World. I love Rhyme. Rhyme is probably my favourite. I'm tempted to just sort of bust over here because I want to find out what the geysers are. And here looks like an excellent place where we can just sort of do this and go and look for some. A fellow chronic restarter. Excellent work. You go, Dupes. Is this beachstone? No, it is. It's not really ideal. I was gonna chuck all of those in one of these, but I haven't got around to that yet, so... Right. That needs digging out. This needs sweeping out. And then we can continue building a fish tank. I mean, do we want doors here? Well, I suppose we might want doors. Let's put doors. Oh, I see. This is in a weird place. Oh, that's fine. That can go. I'm currently fighting the urge to restart because I finally want to complete my achievements at least once. What achievements are you missing, Emily? Right, let's get rid of this. Don't need that there. Right. I think I'm going to turn this stuff off and deconstruct it. And then we're going to build a different one over here by the new fish farm. To essentially do a similar thing, we'll just run that into there. Oh, actually, I've got a much better way of doing that. We don't need to do it with that. We can just get the dupes to do it. Dupes. No, not that one, thanks. But these? That'll be great. We can just push it over the top. Mima, are you about to strand yourself up there? No, you'll be alright. They're on it. Dupes are on it. Amazing. Actually being vaguely useful. Well done, Dupes. I'm proud of you. What a remarkable state of affairs. Dupes not being entirely idiotic. Alright then. Cool, we've mopped all of this. So all we actually need to do is we need to build like a little floor just here. And then none of this will be able to get out because we can just not come through there and that'll be fine. So then we're going to do like this. Oh, I see. Oh, that's fine. No, yes, the stray sleetweed has obviously died because the snow under it melted. We sort of expected that to happen, to be honest, so I'm not terribly worried about it. We might want to keep a half eye on this because we don't want to flood these. Ideally. The 11th planet, basically. There comes Critter Whisper, moving on up, Cluster Conquest, And also No Place Like Clone and GMA. Oh, A-OK. I definitely haven't done the GMO A-OK one. I assume that you did most of those in, I assume you did the available ones in vanilla before you moved on to Spaced Out. The gassy moos and such like. Fish. Many, many fish. Oh, you guys are gonna have to move. You can't be here. You have to be over the other side. Because I need this to be here. Excellent. We seem to be doing alright with getting... yeah. Oh. Why isn't there any slime lung here? I mean, there's a tiny bit, but largely no slime lung. That's pretty surprising. Done a very good job with the slime lung here, and yeah, then there's that. So, you know, then there's that, which we'll just pretend we can't see. Frankly, that's my solution to that problem. Pretend I don't know it's there. We still haven't found any additional geysers. Oh, and that's the edge of the map. Do we know how many geysers we should get on these maps? It might be too cold up top. Is it 2, Neo? I see. So there's only one other one then. Because we found the chlorine. I assume the natural gas doesn't count, because a lot of them are set now, aren't they? Yeah, no. I'm aware. Oh, you're joking? Oh, you're no help, Neo. Did all the achievements years ago before Spaced Out? Yes. So overall, there's only GMA OK left. But it's an all achievements in one colony run. Fair enough. That you want to do. That seems reasonable. Well, having done it in vanilla, I would say it's not incredibly reasonable. It's a pain in the backside. But, you know, theoretically reasonable. What map did I start on? This is the is it Terran cluster? We can deconstruct these so they can come up the middle now. It's the Terra map of the spaced out size. So I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed these two and this. I don't know if the natural gas is guaranteed. I mean, you also are guaranteed your 3 minor volcanoes. So I don't know how many extra there are. We've got 1 here. I feel there should be at least 1 other. But actually I wouldn't be terribly surprised if there was only 1 other. Which is why I have so many doubts about how possible this challenge really is. Oh yeah, that was what I was going to do. We were going to do research. Then I got distracted by fish. Well, it's not a big deal. No, that's fine. Someday I'll get you to play Moonlits. You have got me to play Moonlits. We played Moonlits. We did, oh, nuts. I can't remember which one we did. Do we not have any food again? Oh, something's drowning. That's right. I'll have food in a second. Julie, you can increase your farming. KJ suits, I guess, since you like them. A water fluke. Engineering. That is what you're doing here. I think you're probably reaching the limit. What is the one that I did? Hang on. I'll find out for you in a second. It's tools not included, isn't it? That has the maps? Yes. Spaced out. We did the frozen forest moonlit. I remember because we moved away immediately. And I think when we went away, we went to the desolate moonlit. I think the teleporter led us to the desolate moonlit. But that was the run in which, at the end of it, we wound up with a planet where it was completely a moonlit. The desolate moonlit had the entire top ripped off the moonlit. It was all open to space. And we were producing so much carbon dioxide that it was still 20 kilos of carbon dioxide at the bottom of the map. So yeah. Oh, am I going to take a loudsleeper? I've already got one loudsleeper. I haven't really been paying attention to whether that's been a problem for anyone. But we're not taking a bottomless stomach. And you can only tidy, Joshua? It's not even my favourite of the ones. I guess we'll take another digger. Welcome in, Bert. You're going to be another digger. So yeah, I did do quite a long run on the moonlets. At least once. I did not enjoy the frozen forest style. That was a bit tricky. We also started a run on the flipped asteroid, but I think I died relatively quickly on that, or got fed up with it. I am not as excited about moving magma as the average oxygen not included player, I think. Or at least as the average oxygen not included streamer. Perhaps players have a slightly different idea about it. Oh, I would really like you to put... maybe not the bleach though. Can we quickly sweep these? I'd also like to dig those out and sweep those as well, so we can keep some of them. Oh, you remember the flipped one? Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily remember the frozen forest bit of the frozen forest one, because we didn't do that much frozen foresting. We came back there in the end, and I built the world's most complicated fish tank, because we were using gulp fish to clean polluted water. So we had to separate out the gulp fish eggs from all the other ones. That was something else that happened towards the end of it. That might also be the run on which I nearly killed you and Annabelle by forgetting you on a planet. And you had to stay there for a bit and be really stressed out. That might have been the same run where we just took off without you accidentally. I think we took off without both of you. Or maybe we left you there deliberately on that occasion. Seems like something you'd do. I've definitely at least once, if not more than once, forgotten a crew member by, for whatever reason, forgetting to reassign them or something, as we left. So that's definitely happened, and we had to race back for one. I think on that occasion it might have been that we deliberately left Emily and Annabelle on a planet to like terraform it. But we wound up, I think, with Emily actually having to spend all the time on a massage table because the stress was not really dealable with. Maybe we wanted to stay there because we weren't allowed to use the phone at home. You were probably able to use the phone at home by then. I probably had power. I don't know if there were phones then. Because they didn't introduce the phones until after it sort of started. So I don't know if we actually had the phones by that time. So yeah, there's definitely a question as to whether the phones even existed. Whether you could speak on the phone. But no, I don't remember. It might be the same one where we had some people go completely insane in rockets. A few times. Oh, no. Thank you, save bug. That's very kind of you. That wasn't even vaguely what I wanted to happen. But that might have been a different one. I mean, people going insane in rockets is not a terribly unusual event. I quite enjoyed that playthrough. Once we got off the frozen planet, the frozen forest. I particularly enjoyed making a world that was so incredibly ridiculous that it was completely pressurized with carbon dioxide, despite despite not having a top on it. Oh, that was pretty funny. How's the temperature down here doing? Oh, it's actually doing fine. We haven't been making that much metal. We could do with making some steel, actually. We do have some iron ore that we can turn into iron. But why would we bother when we can come down here and get iron? I mean, that would involve us being able to get around all of this water. Let's also consider getting around all of this water. One, two, three, four. What are you binging about, game? Is it important? Doesn't seem that important. I mean, to be fair, we had the phones existed, we definitely would have let you speak on the phone on the other planet, considering that you were so stressed out that we nearly died. So I definitely would have done that. Now, the question is, do I want to use a tame one, or do we want to tame a different one? Oh, can we sweep this up as well? Cheers. At least we could have called, come get me. Yeah, no. Considering it's a stress reducer, we definitely would have been using it had it existed. I have a feeling it didn't exist then. But I couldn't swear to that. That might not be true. Maybe we were using it and it just wasn't enough. That's also possible. Right, fish. No, we're gonna need some more copper. So let's get on making some more copper. Let's continue shoving this water over here. I'm sort of hoping that it will eventually flow into here as well, but I'm not actually sure that we'll do that. Yeah, not really sure about that, but we'll try. Material study terminal. That is what I'd like to do. Where is it? Stations. There it is. Oh, your power's on that. The bit where we need to shoot you is on that side. That's a problem. That means we ideally want to put you on the other side. I actually love the phones, and my dupes sometimes have conference calls between multiple planets and even rockets. It's so cute. I think this is one of those problems engendered by me generally not being a kind overlord, and just mostly wanting the dupes to get on with their jobs, not have any fun. We could build it up here. This is a place where we've got space for it. I think maybe up here is a thing. But yes, and I think it's fairly well known, which is why I'd never done the thing where we make our dupes actually happy. No fun for dupes. No, absolutely not. What a ridiculous idea. Why should they be allowed fun? You can't be there. Could be here. We could do with having a pot to put your no, wait, we can do it this way. If we cancel that. No, we can't do it that way, that's a lie. Lies! I'm lying to you all. No, not the dig. Cancel the build. Move that there. And this one here, because we are gonna need a storage bin. We're gonna need some doors here, because we need to make it so the dupes can't get in. So that we can try and minimize the dupes shooting each other in the head. Much as they love it, I would like to minimize them shooting each other in the head. I might give them a light though. I'm feeling generous. Also, I've got pretty lights. Have you seen my new pretty light? Look, got a pretty light. What is this? Oh, just a massive vacuum. Here's space. Apparently that the beginning of next gen is going to happen in my head literally every time I say space today. It's going to get annoying very quickly. Right, you lot continue building up here. Nobody goes through top doors. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to tell you people this. I mean, obviously I need to tell you people this as often as there are top doors. Because that is how the game works. See? Look at all these doors that you're not supposed to be standing in. Excellent. Where are we? 22 dupes. Do we have enough beds? Yes, we still don't have enough tables. But this is slowly emptying. How are you doing? No, you're not that full yet. We're not going to get all of this out, though. Without flooding our, well, everything. Frankly. That's not enough water. They need a bit more than that to allow it to be water. For it to count as a water tile. Let's turn you off for a minute so we can put you on sweep only. Now I'm sure we can gather up some water from somewhere. Alright, we need to provide this with some power. This needs to contain... it's metal ore, is it? Yes. This needs to contain uranium. This is locked. And this is locked, thanks. What power are we going to use? I don't think we're going to use this power. There is a lot of potential load on this line. I mean, we're actually not using very much of it at once. Nobody's cooking right now, though. Or using the other research stations. I don't really want a dupe to have to run on a wheel to make it work, though. Frankly. Oh, I see why you can't get in there. The most disturbing was the straight face and serious voice where Max said no fun. I mean, yeah, definitely no fun. That's how I feel about it. Dupes are in the colony to work. Can't expect to have fun. What's the point of having clones if you have to give them fun? Let's put that one up. And we can mop this. Oh, and anything that needs mopping along there. So they don't riot, kill you, and pretend to be you. I mean, that is often the only reason that I give them any fun, as discussed. Hence there being a massage table when I accidentally, or possibly deliberately, I no longer remember, abandoned Emily and Annabelle on a planet. Bert? Did we not give you a schedule, Bert? No, we didn't. Here you go, Bert. You may have a schedule. That was not deliberate mistreatment. That was an oversight. You can have a schedule, Bert. I think it might also be time for everyone to have an extra downtime slot as well. We're increasing the distances they have to go quite considerably, so... I think extra downtime might be appropriate. I'd like to not give any to Hassan because of the need for Hassan to be doing actual cooking, but we will, however. Excellent. Alright. So that's what's going on up there. Oh, look, wrangle these. That would be nice. We can put them in here. We've also got a skill, apparently. Ren. You know what, Ren? Cooking. Where's Ren? Just a little bit of cooking. Just in case. I see Emily and Annabelle were considering rioting, so they were forgotten on a planet. Yes, I'm sure that is exactly what happened. Oh, we want this one to be 8 as well, thanks. I see, we just haven't actually done any of this yet. Fine. Did I turn you off? Right, yeah, effectively. Not in absolute terms, but effectively. Right. I'd like to dig out more of this so that we can drop this water down here out the way. Because I'd quite like to go down here. It might be exciting down here. It's probably not, but it might be. You never know. Stranger things have occasionally happened than finding something exciting. There was something else I was thinking, but I don't know what it was. Oh, I know what it was. It's actually the conveyor rail. This doesn't do anything unless you build a rail to go with it. One of those odd things. How are you two doing up here? This goes up quite far, doesn't it? Should we just carry on? Carry on. Reach the top. Let's see what happens up the top. This is quite a good place to do an exit out. We could do some solar. And potentially rockets. So you've mopped up the water. But did you put it in there? I mean, I guess you must have. I don't know where else you would have put it. I guess there's just less than I anticipated. Well, that's fine. We'll carry on. Can we mop some of this? Get a little bit extra. Okay. I'm quite enjoying this moment of relative calm as we potter along. I definitely need to do some planning for how the hell we're actually going to survive, though. Because I do not feel I've particularly successfully come up with a conclusion about what that is going to look like. So I think there can't be geysers in the space biome. Does anyone know if that's true? I sort of felt that it was true, but it may be something I've made up. Not a true thing. You've never seen one yourself, and you've never noticed. Yeah, that's sort of how I felt about it. I'm pretty certain that I've never seen one myself. But I definitely wouldn't say that I've done enough of these maps for that to be an absolute way of saying that there isn't one. Well, I think possibly just nuts. We're just gonna come in there and bash this up. What was the question? Flipdoos, the question was, can you get a vent and or geyser in the in this space biome bit? Can't remember what they call it. What's it called? No, I can't look because I don't actually want to know if there's another one. You've cleared out over 10 space biomes and never seen one? Fair enough. I certainly don't necessarily expect that to be a thing that could happen. Right. Oh, we never worked out how the hell we were going to power this. In terms of the many and varied things I need to be doing. How much power do you take? You take Oh, only 120 actually. Well, we will power you off here then. For 120, we'll just power you off this line. And worry about it another game. You'll rarely get a weird spawn where it cuts into the biome. You had a volcano like that, fair. Right then, chat. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for me to leave you with this. The Dupes are, you know, currently vaguely surviving. We're going to set up some more fish. We're going to start doing the material study research. We're going to consider setting up some solar and some glass and stuff like that. We're going to break into here and make another setup. It's sort of like this. So that we can have some more oxygen. Because, you know, sort of important. Given the name of the game. And let me have a quick look and see who else is streaming. That I can pass you on to continue your oxygen not included entertainment. Yeah. Let me see. In English it would appear to be mostly me. But there's always someone. And that someone is always Arisia. Let's go and see Arisia again. We'd like to raid Arisia. Oh, thank you very much, Psyhydre. A lot of the entertainment, I have to say, and certainly the information, comes from you, the chat. So have a good one. I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. British Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, which is UTC. So it's quite easy for everyone to remember. Thank you so much for being here. You can support the channel by subscribing. You can also do that for free with Amazon Prime if you already have that. But turning up and being involved in the channel is always a fantastic way to support me here. So I hope to see you all tomorrow for more of this, where we might not die. We might die, but you know, we can hope that we don't. So come with me to see Arisia. More oxygen not included. I think this is the base with all flatulent dupes, so it should be funnier than I am. Have a lovely evening, everyone. I hope you have a good time, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.